Hey, hi everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of Night Witches, the role-playing game about World War II Soviet-era night bombers of the Soviet 588th. And we are on episode 2. We're still in the first duty station, so we're going through training. We're getting rushed through this accelerated training program that's super stressful. Full of just crazy hecticness that's going on, because this is April 1942 in the Soviet Union, deep in the motherland, where it's kind of safe. You can kind of sometimes hear the sounds of shells and stuff way off in the distance. It sounds like rolling thunder. But with that being said, how about let's go around the table here real quick, see how we're doing today. Maybe remind the audience who you're playing, and let's do that stuff. So, hey everybody. So let's start with AP.
Yo, I am APGamingREAL. I am playing Najena. Oh no, you put my wrong character tag up. Oh no, you put Najena.
Fuck it up.
I'm not playing Najena right now. I'm playing Natasha Witch-Grlukovic.
Oh shit. Oh, well.
All right. Hi audience, I'm playing Natasha Witch-Grlukovic. Mistakes were made because I actually have multiple characters for this campaign. It's not Eric's fault, it's mine.
Oh.
You can find me at twitch.tv/APGamingREAL if you want to learn more about RPGs. I'm going to pass it on to Mike. Mike, you're directly beneath me. How's it going down there, buddy?
It's going pretty good. My name is Mike, or Mumbles, on Twitch, and I am going to be playing Anya Rapina Povrova.
That one I did get right?
I'm excited. I'm very excited to blow up some Germans eventually.
Eventually.
I mean, first I have to, learn things, but...
You sound very enthralled about that. Yeah, I guess I'll fucking blow up some Germans.
One day or something.
You put Germans in front of me, I'll blow them up. Whatever, man.
I mean, eventually. I can't do it right now.
So now I have to,
Eventually.
hastily edit everything on the fly. Because
Don't worry,
I grabbed the
we'll
wrong shit.
We'll cover you.
Have you considered buying merchandise from EricVulgaris.com? EricVulgaris.com offering Night Witches shirts, Night Witches shot glasses, Night Witches hats. Consider getting an authentic Ushanka with the red star in the center of it. You can find this and all of your tailored goods at www.ericvulgaris.com. Hashtag support the stream.
Hey,
Use coupon code WOGLIFE when prompted.
Oh, thanks, Sleepington. Yep, so this is pretty normal for me.
Yeah, it is very normal. Hello, audience. I am the last remaining person who is currently studying the... What is this, the British-Spanish War? Yeah, it's the thing where the Spanish Armada was schooled. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter at Nikonon2. That's a thing. And I am currently playing, or will be playing when Eric stops fucking up, Junior Lieutenant Svetlana Sveta Fomenkova. Sorry, Eric.
Oh, don't worry.
And I have to throw you under it.
Oh, that's fair. Okay. Now I actually have to fix the break screen, or the live screen. Damn it! Why'd you have two characters? Why'd you do this to me? Why are you playing me like this?
The real question is, why are you not prepared?
I was prepared, just prepared for the wrong thing.
Exactly.
You should have been prepared for the chance of a lifetime.
You were not prepared.
Prepared for the Mercurius plan.
I might just edit this out. If I can find.
Do you ever find yourself wanting for the taste of EricVulgaris brand vodka? Well, now you too can experience the Vulgaris brand.
If all of a sudden merch was a thing 2 episodes in, we were just
What would Eric's vodka flavor be?
What would my vodka?
I don't know. Just drink normal vodka.
I don't think it would be vodka.
Real Russian.
Just straight vodka?
I don't think it would be vodka flavored vodka.
Don't drink flavored vodka.
Is it bad? I'm under 21. I legitimately don't know.
I mean, it's not great. I'm not a fan of flavored vodka.
Well, vodka wasn't great to begin with, so I figured I didn't think it would.
I like vodka in in
a cocktail.
Yeah, but I'm not like looking to get, I don't know.
Hey guys, people watching live, YouTube comments section, and those of you who like using Twitter, tweet at EricVulgaris or leave a message in the Twitch chat or the comment section below telling us what your favorite type of alcohol is. Is it vodka? Or, like me, do you prefer the superior taste of mojitos? Let us know now.
Well, to be fair, mojitos are pretty good.
It's true.
I think I had this conversation.
You probably like mojitos.
What do you want to weigh in on, Mike? Let us know. What's your favorite?
I mean, I drink a brandy old-fashioned most of the time. But that's just because I'm from Wisconsin.
Brandy, vodka, mojito.
A brandy old-fashioned? Really?
Yeah, a brandy old-fashioned. I'm from Wisconsin. That's what we drink here.
Is that a thing? Is that really a thing?
I learned that about
Of course
Wisconsin.
it's a thing.
I didn't know that. I never
Eric,
heard of that.
give us a traditional Philadelphia drink.
All right, Eric. At TwitchCon, we will both drink a brandy old-fashioned together.
I just prefer rye old-fashions.
Traditional Philadelphian drink is when you take a Philly cheesesteak and you stick it in a shot.
With whatever
Please, no.
the drink you want
I'm
on.
not saying rye old-fashions are bad, but if you've never had a brandy old-fashioned, we'll drink one together, and then you can tell me what you think.
Is this something that needs settling?
No, it doesn't need settling. It just needs to be experienced.
All right. Yeah. I think I'll do that. 1 second. Why is everything
You're
crashing?
rapidly
suddenly?
running out of topics, Eric.
No, we've still got plenty of
No,
topics.
look, I can fix it. We're gonna fix
Live
it right now.
viewers, those in the comment section and on Twitter, let us know who your favorite character is so far. I know it's only the second episode, and
Done.
I don't know if it's
Done. Did it.
by saying
None of you
Gerlukovic
guys.
is obviously the superior.
And then-
specimen.
And then I just have to fix this break screen.
It's none of us. Their favorite character is none of us.
I was going to say it's
Done.
AP's hitherto unseen character that is the best character.
Done. All right,
We have no
everybody.
expectations set, so.
We good. We good. Crisis averted.
right.
AP, you were the right character now.
EricVulgaris.com, everybody. Get that merch.
There's no merch there. There's only words about one-shots that I played in real life.
Yeah,
That's
but the
the merch
point
you
is,
get.
people might go there looking for merch and then be like, oh, this is a neat website. Look at all the cool things.
That's called a
then be
bait and
angry that they
switch,
don't
and that's
have
not what
merch.
we do here.
I mean, that's why you didn't do it.
Oh. Oh, okay.
False
Thanks.
pretenses
Thanks
are
for
something.
taking one for the team there, AP.
No problem.
Okay. So if we're ready to begin. So just to remind everybody, we are doing the first duty station. So this is the training station across. So we're going to come in from the title screen that says Night Witches. Fades from black into a what's called an airdrome, which is basically just a massive training airfield complex. This is kind of like Top Gun, only it's for everybody, and it's super busy all the time. So we see people in Soviet men and women doing sort of drills, going kind of near the airfields and stuff like that. You see people scrambling around with trucks and all that kind of stuff, and it's the wee hours of the morning, right? It's just the beginning of dawn, and we cut over to the showers, and it's the shower scene of people getting ready in the morning, right? It's it's before chow, and it's both. We see there. We see Svetlana. We see Anya. We see. Do you call yourself Witch, or do you just go by Natasha?
Oh, I definitely call myself Witch. I
Okay.
mean, you don't go out of the way to name
Yeah.
yourself Witch and then not answer to it.
Okay.
Did you
Good.
name yourself? Did you give yourself the nickname?
Yeah, I just told everybody that my nickname is Witch.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
yeah. So I think what we see here is people are finishing up in the shower. People are getting dressed and changed now, and I think you hear a few girls yell out to Witch, be like, "Yo, Witch!" These girls here are sort of like roughnecks. They're kind of like the bigger girls from training. They're led by a tall, tough-looking woman named Sophia. You probably have seen her around the chow hall and stuff, giving you kind of weird looks. but this is the first time they've come up to you. So Sophia is flanked by 2 other girls. You don't know their names yet, and you're probably half changed right now, right? Like your locker door is open, you're putting on your uniform, and they come up to you, and they're like, "Why did you break your plane yesterday?"
Do I know if these young women are ideologically pure?
That sounds like you're trying to assess them, right?
I mean, I could be.
Fictionally, you think they're ideologically as pure as anyone else?
I don't know that much about them.
Yeah.
What you've described. So
Sure. Yeah, no problem.
Tell me that's good. If you want me to eyeball them,
yeah,
I can do that too.
It would absolutely require an eyeball to discern anything more than them being average.
All right. Yeah, I got that.
Let me bring up the rolls here so people can see it. Awesome. Yep. So you got an 8. So you can go ahead and ask one question. You have 1 hold. You can spend it now or later, and you take 1 forward.
The fact that what does he want is gendered makes this super hard. What am I overlooking?
Oh yeah. You're overlooking that one of her friends is holding a wrench.
Okay. And I'm sorry, this young woman's name was Sophie. Is leading
Sophia.
the pack?
Yeah, Sophia.
Yeah. Okay.
So you're probably like changing or something in the locker, and while you give her a look up and down, right? She slams your locker shut, and she gets in your face, and she goes, "Thanks to you, now we all have to report to the flight line, but right before training, and do a repair assessment."
Don't worry, I will be out there as well doing the training with you.
She's like, she looks at you and she's like, "You're dangerous."
Yes.
And you see her friends like look at you too. She's like, "Fuck!" Like, she looks to her friends and she's like, "Let's go." She turns around and looks at you another time, and then she kind of curses with her friends, about you being saying something to the effect of, "I hope to God I'm never paired with someone like you. She's never going to be trusted. Whoever flies with her is going to die, right? It's like you're either going to kill yourself or take someone good along with you, kind of thing."
Sophia, a moment.
She just fingers her way out, not stopping. What do you do? And by the way, so Sveta and Anya, you guys see this as well? Like, you guys are in the shower getting ready and stuff. Basically everyone kind of shuts up and sees this shit happen. I mean, this is during training. You guys have been literally doing 5 a.m. to 2 a.m. shit. You getting, you you guys are getting worked to the bone. Mm-hmm. Between various classes, physical training, mandatory communist political training, flight practice, flight school training, scheduling, arms, tactics. The whole gamut is getting crushed into your brains in a span of 4 weeks, which is normally a 6 months course. So tensions are very high.
We're the day after the mission that we just completed.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. This is the following day.
Yeah, I don't think my opinion's changed enough to want to intervene in anywhere. I think I'm just gonna bask in this shit talking and enjoy it for a moment.
Yeah, I'm just watching.
Did they leave that wrench there?
No, she did not leave that wrench there. She brought it with her.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go into my locker that they closed, open it up, pull out a wrench, and then head to go fix my plane, because that's what I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay. So why you grab your wrench?
Oh, I definitely do a twirling thing where I toss it.
Oh.
And maybe bang it against Anya's locker. I'm like, weak girl.
You see, you notice that the rest of the trainees, so there's about a dozen of you or so, You know they're all kind of like quiet and looking at you like you kind of deserved it, right? Like they're not really looking like you're your friend or whatever. They're kind of just looking at you.
Fine.
And
I don't need them to be my friend.
Okay.
I actually don't even consider that to have been like a drive-by. They're like, why don't you come, make more trouble and fix the plane? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go fix the plane. That's what I do, because I do my job.
yeah.
Unlike you, who just come to menace me with a wrench.
So
I mean, I didn't even feel menaced. I knew I could take that itch.
so they're dressed, right? So like they're dressed. They head out. But while you guys are getting ready, the senior lieutenant comes in. Senior Lieutenant Petrova. She's sort of the one who's been your. She was the one who helped you out with the uniforms, I think, last time. And she comes in full dressed, and she's like, "Listen up, ladies. We got like at 0800, report at the flight line. There's for mandatory flight inspections. We're going over we're going over plane diagnostics and repairing. Tonight is a big mission. We have a special guest coming. So hop to it." And she turns around and gets ahead and starts heading out. You see some of the after she leaves, you hear some people kind of groan, being like, "Oh my god, another like intense mission." Like this place couldn't be any more hellish.
Is there anyone else in the area, like in the locker room of the trainees, who would have like any idea of who this special guest is? Anyone if I were to like eyeball them?
You could, yeah. I mean, you could eyeball.
Or is this like is this information that's reserved for like senior staff?
Well, you're sizing up a situation, right? You're sizing up the situation, so that would totally be an eyeball.
Oh yeah, I can just do it for the situation.
Absolutely. Yeah. Roll skill.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to eyeball the situation.
Yeah. Just casually get her sent to a gulag. Maybe. You don't want to go to a gulag.
I think that's the intent. Yeah, 10. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
Hold 2. I think the obvious question is, what am I overlooking with the situation? So, like, obviously, I'm trying to be like, okay, why is she so stressed out about like whoever the special guest is? Why is this of so much more urgency than anything else?
Oh, yeah. So the special guest is, what's her name? Maria Raskova herself.
So the major.
Yeah, the major.
Okay.
I think Vera looks over, like the quiet one. And it's like I hear the majors came to our line to inspect us today. That she's the one, and she's even heard that she's going to lead us. Oh, so I think we're okay.
That's playing. Advertisement is playing, so you might want to give it 30 seconds to load up.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it some time. I'm sorry about that, guys. My internet just went fucking rando. I don't know. All right,
Rip.
I'm gonna give it a little bit of time.
It's fine. Apparently it's back. We are good, according to Strim.
Okay, cool. So we're back. Let me do something here real quick.
We took some artillery fire. Knocked out.
Yeah. So I was saying how it was Vera who mentioned that it was Marina Raskova who's here. She's not only here to do an inspection. Rumor has it that she heard this from the logistics company that she's going to be leading the mission tonight.
Is she just saying this out loud, or is it assumed that I like prompted her into saying that?
Well, you're probably. I assume you prompted her into saying it.
Okay, then I'm probably like I probably kind of just continue to busy about my locker, and I kind of like lose my nerve for a second. I'm like, why would the major show up? Like, what's so important about this mission that she has to come personally oversee it? Like, it's just a training mission.
Yeah, but we are. I wonder who would say this. It wouldn't be her. I think it would be someone else. It would be someone. It would be this other lady. Imagine someone who would look kind of like Brianna Tarth, looking lady. She goes like, "You idiot! Don't you know? We're her brainchild. Like we she fought so hard to get the 588th set up. If we don't do well, who knows what will happen to her, right?
I think I give kind of like an acknowledging nod, and then just for a second, I turn my gaze toward where Witch had walked out before, just for a second, and then I go back to my locker.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't really have a second question, so I'm just
No
gonna
problem. Keep that hold. If you want, Mike, did Anya want to do anything while we're in the locker room, or otherwise we'll cut to the flight line?
Cut to the flight line. She enjoyed watching the little banter between the women yelling at Natasha.
Okay.
But she's not gonna step out or say anything, and she doesn't care enough to like get more information at this point.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we cut to the flight line, and we're at the flight line, and there are about seven PO2s, right? Like there are generic biplane looking plane, and there are 7 that are all disassembled. You notice that, for example, the one, I think it was tail number 1 that Witch flew yesterday. Like you immediately see that one on the end with its broken wing. And there's no sign of Lieutenant Petrova. Instead, it's you see someone else, another lady who in a much more prim and proper, freshly pressed uniform, kind of like leading where she would be standing, and next to her is a someone who like barely comes up to her shoulders, but also in a very firm and pressed uniform. Her hair is like very like well kept back, wearing like the sort of officer beret cadet looking thing, with the red star thing. And the leader pipes up after everyone's like in line, right? You guys are all at attention on the flight line, and she's like, "Ladies, good morning. I am Senior Lieutenant Alexandra oh my god, I can't say these names.
Try.
Kajia? I don't know. Kazijivia? Whatever. I can't fucking... I'm sorry. Anyway, and I will be filling in and teaching you women how to repair planes today. Due to yesterday's flying by some of you who ended up breaking one of the training planes. I think I was asked and requested to go over proper repair exercises with you all. Because one of you messed up, you will all have to pay for the price for that mistake. So starting this morning, you see these are all disassembled PO2s. It is 0800. These planes will be ready to fly at 1130. I hope you are not hungry. Any questions?
I mean, I want to point out that 1130 doesn't exist, but I'm assuming that Eric's
whatever.
Not.
I'm making this shit up.
We're gonna get gulag if we point that out.
Yeah, whatever, right? 11:30. So you basically have 3 hours to get these planes working.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, when they say no questions, like when it says no questions, if no one else says anything, the whole group says like no, sir, no, sir, right?
Of course.
On the line.
Yeah, I get to work.
And good. You will be each plane assigned to you was the plane assigned for you the night before. Find what is wrong with it. Get the parts that are necessary, and have your plane running for aerials at 11:30.
Okay.
So are we?
And she's like, "What are you waiting for?" And like people start like rushing around, looking at their planes and seeing what's wrong.
Yeah.
So what's up? I'm sorry, AP?
Are we pairing up to do these planes? Because if everyone's doing the plane they were in,
no, you guys are all doing the plane that you were in. Because that's how you are assigned. I don't know. Would you like to help each other out? That is certainly an option.
What I'm saying
that is something
there
that you could be done.
Those planes.
Yeah, there's two people. Yeah, so
we have like our little NPC friends.
Yeah, so you have an
So
NPC friend. Yes.
So we are pairing up.
I'm sorry, I misinterpreted your question when you asked,
Okay.
are you pairing up? I thought you meant you as players are pairing up. But yes,
No,
you're
no.
pairing up with an NPC, the NPC
not
that you flew with last time. So if we look over here, just as a friendly reminder, so Natasha, you were paired up with Maria.
Yeah.
Svetlana, you're paired up with Tamara. And Anya, you were paired up with Olga.
Dude, we did tear it up. I'm
You
not
did
gonna
tear
lie.
it up, though. You did tear it up.
Okay.
So the planes look like they were like basically given out of a box. It looks like an unfilled piece of Legos. Like the wings are either disassembled, or like maybe one set of them is on and the other side's just like folded off to the side. You see some of like the canvas is missing on some parts of the planes. Like someone like deliberately took apart some of these planes or something like that and left you guys this giant like rat nest of shit and supplies and tools that you're going to have to get this thing set up in 3 hours.
Nice.
So I think we have a montage, at least from my playing with Maria. Much like you just said on Dangerous, we're going to keep the Top Gun scenes alive. And we now have playing with the boys, but instead of like tossing volleyballs at each other, it's Maria like tossing me oil cans and wrenches as I'm like, play with the boys. Like,
So my question is,
a winch.
how friendly are you with Maria before we do that?
I mean, right now, I am more friendly with Maria than I am with anyone else, which is still to say the frost level has
Well,
shifted.
I would, yeah, like so based on last
Maria has
episode.
proven she's relatively competent because
Yeah.
she went out on the wing and lifted it up. That doesn't mean that she's ideologically pure.
No, she's
or that She has
competent.
my back, but she's competent.
She's competent, and she respects your competency. But do not mistake that for friendship as
I'm
GM
not
to player.
mistaking it for friendship.
Okay.
Don't worry about that.
All right. So
but
yeah.
I am teaching her how to repair planes since I'm a pair replaning expert.
Okay. I would also like to remind you, everyone here, that you have +1 ongoing for scrounge and repair rolls here, because this place is well equipped. So, so you're just going to get to work with your NPC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
With
think
Maria?
I think I'm already kind of like pissed off and very reluctant to do it, but
Yeah. Well, there's not much choice.
Crushed
I
it.
don't. There's nothing I can do. About
So imagine you guys are all like in front of the hangars, right? So like you see like there are like several other planes, especially like the men's 218s, like their yak planes stuff are in the back and all that kind of stuff. They're out there, and you guys are stuck here with these like biplanes that are all disassembled. So let's get some repair rolls then. So I feel like that would be a repair roll for you, AP. Was that a 15?
Oh yeah, I just crushed it with double sixes.
Holy shit!
So I actually
describe for us
stopped.
what it looks like. Yeah.
Yeah, in the middle of this fucking amazing montage, I stop and do a guitar solo with Maria on drums, where she's just like banging on some ammo crates, and I've got like this super big, ridiculous sized wrench, you know, like one of those huge 4-foot long wrenches, and I'm like, bow, 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 bow. And I'm singing.
But
something.
realistically, what are you doing?
That is, I mean, this is realistically happening. I am singing a song of like for the greater goodness.
Okay. I mean,
like,
if it's like let's get down to business
yes,
and beat the fascist Huns, I would believe that.
that.
Yeah. Okay.
Just belting
Yeah.
out
I mean, if you're singing a communist
Yeah.
thing, you're not singing fucking playing with the boys.
The point is, I'm doing this so
Kenny
quickly.
Loggins is not a communist. I don't think.
I'm doing this so quickly, I can stop and put on a concert to raise the morale of everyone else, and still finish before the rest of them.
Yeah.
Can I get rid of my +1 ongoing because I feel like I'm sadder now because of that concert?
You want to remove your +1?
I was gonna
no.
I'm joking.
Okay.
My morale is low.
Just okay. On repair, your plane does fix her. Okay, that's fine. I want to make sure you didn't get anything, but that's scrounge.
So,
Okay.
to be clear, I'm like singing the repair manual for how you put the plane back together, and occasionally just
Be
throwing
a
communist-
repairman, you must be swift as a coursing Soviet.
But I'm like, watch it, 25 goes in the third socket. Twist and release.
Motor blade A connects to the fuck, what would that be? Fuselage? No, fuselages are on rockets. Those are not on biplanes.
All right.
Yeah, they are.
No,
I don't
you have
know.
fuselage.
Are they?
Yeah,
Planes
you
have
have
fuselages.
Yeah,
Oh,
fuselage is the body of the plane.
Yep.
I don't know anything about anything that doesn't.
That's fine.
Fuselage, the main body of an aircraft.
Oh,
Okay, that's fine. Perfect. Okay.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that doesn't bestow any additional effects to anybody else.
That's
but
okay.
Fictionally, it may be. You get mixed results from other people. The plane next to you is probably like, "Will you shut up?" And then they look at like over your plane and you're done,
Sophie.
and then they just like they think better of it, and they're like, "Never mind."
I think I've probably like, because I don't like working with other people. I've probably like gotten into the guts of my plane and just started building it and told Tamara to like sit on an ammo crate or something, and she's just like seriously getting into it, just like kind of dancing over there because she has nothing better to do.
You're telling Tamara to not.
I'm not even saying anything to her. I'm just holding my head down and hoping it'll stop soon. That it'll
Oh
just
yeah,
end.
yeah. They're both. Yeah, you guys are both straining under this singing.
Oh no, Tamara's fine. That's what I'm saying. I think she's just fucking enjoying it and just grooving to the beat, and I'm over here just
Got it.
for death every single second that this is going on.
That's a
Tamara.
reasonable reaction.
It is reasonable.
Yeah, you know that makes sense. Tara.
It's not ideological
I think
reaction.
Tamara mentions how it reminds her of her time in Leningrad.
I think I turn back to her and I just very coldly say, it reminds me of the moments where I saw my brothers die. Just like flatly, and then go back to working.
Well, that's a reach out. Go ahead and roll me a reach out for me, please.
Reach out is guts, isn't it?
I don't know. No, I think it's
Nothing.
straight.
Oh, no,
it's straight.
nothing.
It's
Yeah,
straight
it's all
dice.
Anything on a reach out.
Yeah, it's straight dice.
7.
I think that's good. I think you get something.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean, it's just I choose one.
Look at the day moves and let me know what you want. For those at home, when you reach out, when you reach out to someone or reveal a significant new truth to that person, I believe that's a new truth that you just released
I think that
to her,
no
that
one
no one knew that about you, especially not your co-pilot,
co-pilot.
your navigator. So you can either remove one harm, which you don't have. You can change the target of a currently filled regard slot, or you can add one to the mission pool.
Yeah, I'm gonna add one to the mission pool.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Cool.
Give us
I'm gonna make a note on my notes here, but please, players, keep a note of your own mission pool as well in case I forget to tack something. As well as those playing at home, call out if they're lying. So, okay. So yeah, so you totally get in from the mission pool. She nods solemnly, like she sympathizes. She can't empathize, but she sympathizes.
Does she completely break out of her dancing zone, or does she?
No.
Okay.
No.
Still dancing
No,
it
she's
up.
like, yeah, that's rough. We've all lost people, haven't we? And she just keeps going.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man.
Yeah. So,
All right, I'll go ahead and make my repair roll.
Yeah,
and
make
then-
your repair roll and see how your progress is going.
Please do not fail me now. Yes, okay, an 11.
Oh, awesome.
I think I probably just get this done in maybe like an hour and a half. Just like I tell Tamara to go sit over there and just don't bother me. Let me take over everything. Just don't get in my way.
No.
Don't ever pass me anything.
She's like over my dead body. This is both of our planes.
Oh, okay. So she actively tries to involve herself.
Absolutely. She's not someone who's going to sit around to the side.
Okay.
She's like, no, like let me pull my own weight too.
Well, I think all right that I make every effort to be like, okay, you go work on like this side of the plane that's nowhere near me. Just don't bother me. Just don't get in my space. Don't get in my way. Don't touch my tools.
Definitely. And it turns out that you guys are really good at it. You guys work pretty well as a team.
A very unlikely, uncoordinated, not friendly team.
Anya, what are you doing?
So this is little B, right? This is my.
Yes,
my
this is Little
plane.
B. You see Little B is broken apart, disassembled.
It hurts. Okay. I immediately the first thing I end up doing is because I realize that it's my plane. It's the plane that I just kicked ass on, and I'm starting to care for. I am worried, and I just want to make sure all the parts are there before I even get started. So I'm checking things. I'm just
Yeah.
counting off things and making sure everything's okay.
You think you have everything you need. It seems to be that most of the stuff isn't disconnected. Like the wiring and everything isn't disconnected. It's just like the physical body parts aren't connected.
Okay. So looking at everything and it looks okay.
Yeah, like it's just like the wings have been disassembled and everything like that. Like the tail and some of the canvas is off of the plane. But other than that, it's like the body and engine and stuff are pretty much good.
Okay. Does Olga like jump into full effect, or is she just like waiting?
Oh no, Olga's ready to help you out too. Like she looks at you like as well, like with respect and camaraderie, being like, you know, like the only way we can get through this is if we work together.
Yeah, and so I kind of like look at her and I go, okay, just let's do this and let's help each other out. And I have regard for my plane.
You do. You get a +1 for this. You absolutely do.
Fuck yeah.
Sure.
Right. So repair. I don't have any modifier, but the regard. 7. The regard saves me. I think in some way.
Yeah,
yeah, it would have.
It does. Well, hold on. Did you? I mean, so you did repair, right? And repair skill. You gain a +1 for it being on the base, and you also gain a +1 for it being on the regard. So did you add that all right?
Oh, I did. So it should be an 8 because
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Okay.
I don't have any modifier.
Yeah, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't change anything. But okay. So in 7 and 9, you patched it together. But please choose one of the issues here. So for folks at home, the options that we have to choose between are: she'll fly eventually, but not tonight. You'll take 1 harm from lack of sleep. You don't complete the job in an officially approved manner, or the plane acquires a personality if it doesn't have one already.
I think that.
Let me switch over to the game cam so we can see that maybe a little bit.
Did Little B already have a personality?
It has 1.
No, it has a personality. I thought it just had a nickname, and you gave it a regard.
I ended up giving it a personality. I don't remember what I did. I think it was like quirky or something like that.
Yeah, you did. You gave it quirky.
Oh, okay. Can a plane only have 1 personality at a time, and that
Yes.
just changes? Okay.
I think I'm gonna go with. It doesn't make sense to me that I take 1 harm from lack of sleep, even though because we're trying to do it during the day.
I'd be willing, if you want to take a harm, you could change it from getting harmed while you're fixing the plane, and then we could fictionally describe what that is.
Yeah, I'll take the harm then.
So you want to take a harm for it? Okay.
Yeah, I'll take 1 harm.
If you're gonna take a harm, then I'm gonna offer it to you. What does your harm look like? What happened? Is it mental? Is it physical? It's 1 harm is sort of like severe like stress or anxiety, like a bad bruise, something that's not going to take you out of commission.
I think
right? Like a rolling your ankle.
What ends up happening is, I think what ends up happening is I'm like in such a furious rush to like get it done that I end up like just like losing my footing while like standing on top of the plane and like falling backwards and like cracking my head on the cement. And so I'm just kind of like out of it, and it hurts, but I'm not like, I'm trying to do my best to like still function, but I'm definitely, for the rest of the time, I'm just like,
Yeah.
okay, like shaking off, like I start to lose focus a little bit every once in a while.
So Olga, I mean, obviously your navigator, right? Olga, she rushes over to you and it's like, "Are you okay?" and all that kind of stuff. Do you need anything?
I think
she cradles you, like after you hit your head or whatever, and she's like, "Here, have some of this," and she hands you a flask.
Yeah, I take the flask, and I just kind of like,
"Ooh, mommy, is it rough vodka?"
Good. I take the flask and I just like take a big pull, and I hand it back to her, and I just kind of like relax back, and I'm just like, I just need to lay here for a second.
Yeah, she's like, "Sure, but like, when you're ready, I need you on the I need you to repair sections 24 to 29, right? It's like I'll don't worry, I'll do the rest."
Sure. And I just lay back for a second and just like
Yeah,
relax.
you're seeing stars, right? Like you're, like you got a kind of a concussion.
I'm at the point where like when everybody has a concussion, they're like, "Don't go to sleep."
Yeah.
You can't go to sleep, and I'm just like, "Oh, it's really."
I want to go to sleep.
now. Like it's really nice.
Yeah.
But then I finally like, I think what ends up happening is I lay there for probably a little too long, and then she just like, I hear her like call out my name or something, and I finally it like stirs me, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, sure, sorry," and I get back up and get back to work.
Yeah. So I think around the time you guys start getting finished, you see other crews. So it's approximately like an hour or like a little bit over an hour to go before 11:30. So I guess it's 10:30. You see a Jeep drive by, and getting out of the Jeep is the commander. It's Major Marina Raskova. She gets out and she's like, "How are we doing today, ladies?"
In a very bright tone, or
Yeah.
okay.
Just like happy, as far as we can tell.
I think I've probably just been resting against the fuselage of my completely rebuilt plane, and I kind of like sit up into like a more proper position and just give her a very formal salute.
Yeah.
I think she is commander is her like designation. What's her
Oh, she's Major. Yeah.
major? I think I actually call out and I'm like, "Great, Major."
Yeah. She's like, good. Yeah, and everyone else is like, excellent as they like quickly drop what they're doing and go and like stand and salute. And she's like, carry on. I just want to say that I'm proud of all of you and all the work that you're doing, and I'm looking forward to flying with you guys tonight. So keep up the good work, and carry on. And she gets back into the Jeep. The rumors are true.
Yeah, we had heard rumor that she was flying with
Yeah.
us, but now it's confirmed.
Yes.
Okay.
I think after she leaves, I turn to Tamara and I'm just like, she's cheerier than I would have imagined.
I think. Remind me again, how close are you to Tamara?
We're not incredibly close. It's just that we've flown a mission together and
Yeah.
we've talked briefly, so it's just like I'm making casual conversation.
She well, you did reach out to her, right?
Yeah, but
So, I know.
She knows like a slightly telling detail about me.
Sure. I know what I think she just says. She's like, I've seen that enthusiasm before. That's what she says.
I think I don't really know how to respond to that, and I kind of just go back to sitting against the plane.
No, she's like, I'm from Leningrad. I've seen that enthusiasm before.
Oh, okay, the fervency. All right. I kind of get what she means, and so I kind of like lean back against the plane and kind of squint my eyes in the direction that the Jeep drove off in.
Yeah. Cool. So, unfortunately, some of your comrades are lacking, or not really. They're having a harder time keeping up with their plane. Let me just roll real quick just to figure out who it is.
Is it any of those annoying bitches that?
No. No. This is
Yeah.
This is a nobody. This is somebody one of the people who's been kind of like average throughout through the training, who's doing okay, but she's like getting really, really anxious and stressed out, and being like shit. There's no fucking 3/8 wrench. It's not here. And like her navigator is being like, calm down, Polina, calm down. It's got to be here. She's like, it's not fucking here. And she wants to like throw her toolbox, right? And like her navigator's like, no, like calming her down. What do you guys do?
This is Polina?
Yeah, this is Polina.
Just making some notes about her ideology.
Is that spelled like Paulina or
Polina?
Okay.
What was the name of the one girl?
You
that
guys
was
are
nice girl?
you guys are looking in roll 20. If you look at roll 20, I actually added a list of the crew members here below, under others, under command staff.
Right.
It's just there's a list of everybody. I didn't make a note of Olga, for instance, being being Anya's wingman or anything like that. But if you just want to keep notes yourself, then there's some quick ideas about what they look like, as well as some of their hometowns. you may or may not know. I trust you as players too, if you know that about them. For example, you know that what's her name's from Leningrad. Tamara's from Leningrad because I said it. So that would be usable.
What was that one girl's name that I talked to during lunch, during mess?
Vera? That's Vera.
Vera? That was
Yeah.
Vera, okay.
Yeah, Vera Chazova.
How's she doing? Is her, if I look over at her, is her partner and her doing
Her
well?
partner's the one who is freaking out.
Oh, okay.
If it's
I'm gonna
Vera's
go help.
partner, I
I'm gonna
go
go
over
help
to-
Polina. It's time to establish my dominance as the real leader of the squad.
So you all three go over there?
I just bring over my 3/8 wrench. She said she needed it. I heard her, so I bring mine over.
I don't.
And I go over to Vera if not Polina. If Polina's like freaking out.
Well, Anya would be the closest to the plane. So everyone else, you see Anya approach Vera and Polina. You guys were obviously en route. And what do you do, Anya?
Yeah, I think I say, Vera, do you need some help? And I just kind of like hold up my wrench, my 3/8 wrench that I heard her.
Vera sees you coming, and like maybe like before you say that, she's like, you know, like don't come here.
Okay.
What do you do?
If Vera gives me the like, just back off. I'd put down my wrench and walk away. Like I just like turn around and walk away.
It's not worth, man.
I mean, me and Vera had a nice conversation, so I will trust her instinct to stay back.
So I don't think.
I'm going.
I don't think either of you, Sveta or Natasha, saw it. Saw like the Vera.
I wasn't
like
interested
very
in
subtly, like as she's like kind of like trying to calm down Polina, right? Like she was like trying to calm down Polina, and she like looked over you and just like did a quick little like head nod while like she was looking away. So it was very subtle. What do you guys do?
I wasn't getting anywhere near that anyway. Just
Okay,
some crazy bitch throwing around tools. I ain't
sure.
interested.
And Natasha, I think you said you're still approaching, right?
Oh yeah. As I'm
Sure.
approaching, I'm going to say, Junior Lieutenant Sveta, is it not the responsibility of the officers to correct the conduct of those beneath them when they have failed so consistently in their duties?
Are you calling it out to Sveta?
You in? What you gonna do now?
Oh yeah,
'Cause I
he's
hate-
fucked up to me.
By the way, I know her. Okay, that's fine. We're, because we can call each other Sveta and stuff like that. But I got fictionally, we would be addressing each other. Apparently, it's like L5R, right? Where like you have to address people by like their titles or whatever. So it would be. Well, you wouldn't call her.
He led with.
You wouldn't call her Sveta though. You would call her Svetlana. Senior
would call her
lieutenant,
Sveta.
last name Petrovna.
I don't think you know the level of.
But I don't really care.
You currently have.
I mean, I'm not a big stickler for that shit because, like,
So-
whatever. I just want to say, like, so
That's it.
fictionally at home, this is what it's actually going to sound like. But yeah, continue.
Right.
I'm
I think what
Selena
AP's saying
Gomez,
is they don't have enough
and-
respect.
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough respect for Sveta.
Nick is Justin Bieber. Right
Okay.
now. That's where we're at. That's our relationship.
Okay.
I think I
gonna
narrow my
destroy you.
eyes at you, and I'm just like, well, I haven't made much of an effort to punish you or go to you about anything yet for your failures, so I think you could handle it.
What failure was that? The failure to correctly hit the target?
And then I kind
Oh,
of
shit.
lean forward and look down the road of planes, and I lean back and I'm like, yeah, if that's what you want to call it.
I see. So you believe that when someone on your squadron makes a mistake, you should cover for them, like a saboteur or a layabout. I see.
I guess I kind of just give like another like folded arm shrug, and I'm just like, well, I didn't want to let you get too much heat. I still need you in the squad, at least for the time being.
No, don't
You
worry
are
about
the
me.
best pilot we have, after all.
Don't worry. The NKVD will be sure to hit the correct target. Unlike you.
I think I laugh, and I'm like, I'm sure they will at some point. And then I kind of like look down the row at Vera and the co-pilot still kind of freaking out. And I'm like, weren't you gonna go do something about that? You're wasting my time. I don't know why you're still standing here.
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Because I've been like, okay.
You just
I don't
lectured
know
her.
how to establish it fictionally. I'm still walking towards Polina.
Oh, you were.
While I'm talking to you. Like, I'm purposely making this a public display of your incompetence and her incompetence at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Man,
Well, I haven't touched from my
drama.
position, so I guess I'm calling after you then.
I'm gonna do that
then
thing that bosses do, where they stand behind you and micromanage your work for Polina, but don't actually physically help her.
yeah, foreman.
I'm just gonna like tell her thing, especially if it looks like she already knows what she's doing. I'm gonna still talk her through the process. Absolutely. And when she doesn't know, I'm gonna be like, "Why don't you know this? Consult your manual."
Oh,
We hired you 3 weeks ago. You should know this already. We put you through training.
she does. I wonder if what kind of role that would be, for that. I think that's probably be act up, right?
I mean,
That sound to me that sounds like you're acting up to get her. You're trying to get her to behave a certain way. You're trying to get your way by acting like a natural-born Soviet-Era woman.
sure.
So, yeah. So go ahead and roll medals, because she doesn't have to answer to you.
Flash that gang sign.
Awesome. So you got a 7. So on a 7 to 9, go ahead and choose one of these implications. Make someone do what you want. Ensure there's no consequences, or add one to the mission pool.
I'm gonna add one to the mission pool.
Awesome.
I don't care if she fixes her plane. She is as much of a failure as our squadron leader right here.
She fixes her plane, right? Like scolding under you, and she gets over and she's like, "Just you wait." And she she does like that finger tap thing on your chest or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
and I go,
"Just you wait."
You're dangerous, Polina. You don't know how to repair. You don't know how to fly. You're a danger to yourself and others.
I can fly better than you, and I'll prove it to you tonight.
Polina, you need to go back to Sevastopol. Just go home.
How do you know where I'm from?
I figure that, like...
I feel like you... I know, I'm saying that because I think you know it, but, like, you probably know, like, internally, you know.
I mean, my knowledge of military movies is that soldiers always talk about where they're from. That's, like, the first thing they do when they get the cigarette in the foxhole.
Yeah. Which is...
yeah, I'm just gonna be like, people talk, Polina. Like, they talk about how incompetent you are. Look at everyone watching you right now.
You know what people say about you?
That I'm amazing. Go home, farm girl.
I'm surprised you can speak with that stick so far up your ass. And
that stick is called the Soviet Union.
So you're not denying that it's way far up there, just like
no, okay. Well, to be fair, the rest of the group, like other people are murmuring, like, yeah, fuck off. Like, you know, what are you like?
Yeah, Polina, fuck off.
No, they literally like.
I know.
Agrees with
I know,
you.
Eric.
They were okay. You see several other girls. For example, like Alexandra, who's sort of like an oddball character, go and like kind of comfort Polina and being like don't worry about Witch. She's a bitch. And like they just like look at you. It's like,
call you bitch.
the fuck? And like, you know, she just looks at you. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, you know what I mean? It's like you're It's like they know you're not wrong, but you're just making everyone's life harder. Is basically what everyone's saying.
I walk away.
Yeah, of course. Oh yeah. Just so you know, it's like they all feel like you're just making their lives harder, but they can't do anything about it.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. So you guys finish. It's 11 o'clock. You guys have more like we cut to like a quick montage of you guys like turning on your planes, and they work and they fly. You do fly around. You do a landing thing. And if there's anything you guys other than that, you guys are gonna have like classroom stuff from like 2 to 4. You can get some chow now. But other than that, you kind of like have a rare moment of free time. If there's anything you guys want to do on the base,
I want to repair number 1.
Your plane's already been repaired.
Oh, okay.
That's what today was. Like
Right.
that was rolled in actually.
I'd love to have a confrontation with Sveta at some point, just to get some reaching out going on.
Well, I'm not fucking interested in having a confrontation with you.
Good, excellent. The very first thing I do then is immediately have a conversation with Sveta.
So, like, back at the
What
barracks?
makes you think I'm even going to pay attention?
I don't care. I mean,
Okay.
I'm gonna.
You
reach
corner
out.
her?
try.
Do you corner her?
Yeah,
Then
absolutely.
Sveta, do you allow yourself to be cornered? Would be the question.
Well,
Like
where would we
wherever
be?
well, you have to go back to the barracks at
I
some
mean, I
point.
assume we're
You have to go
coming
to
in
chow hall
right,
at some point.
And I'm
Yeah, okay.
immediately mad dog you.
Yeah.
Probably the barracks at some point then.
Okay.
Probably like after everyone else has left and it's just like me.
I'm
and her.
I'm giving you control. If you don't want it to happen,
Yeah.
then I would make him roll and act up to
no,
basically
no.
push you.
I'm just
So,
trying
okay,
to think of.
that's fine. Yeah, like I don't want you to feel like you're not in control.
No, it's fine. Probably barracks after everyone else has left and it's just like me and her.
Sure.
Her and I.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. You,
And I think I'm probably just like hanging out to have like a moment to myself.
just for a quick moment, what do your guys' barracks look like now? So, like, you know, the first day, how you guys just had nothing but like your box there. Has it changed in any way? Is there anything like people? You think you see people be a little bit more like other folks have like, you know, they have like pictures from home around, that kind of stuff. Like people have made a little homey, like inside their lockers and that kind of stuff. Is there anything that like people would see about you that reflects who you are?
Yes. I think, and it's not like immediately clear as to why I have it there, but I think I have a newspaper clipping of some event that was reported, and it was like, you know, it was
Whitewashed?
not whitewashed. It was kind of glossed over in the paper because it wasn't a big thing. It was like, you know, like Nazis attacked some like steading on the Russian front.
Sure.
Referring to my home. And it was just like, you know, a tiny 2-column article that was buried on like the 7th page of whatever paper it was, and it was like a local fucking paper.
Oh yeah, this wasn't the Prost. This was like the. Where are you from again? You're from
I
Ukraine.
came from Vladivostok, and then I moved to.
Oh yeah, Vladivostok. Oh my god, yeah, you're from like a
And then I
middle.
moved to somewhere in the east, which I haven't really like.
Well,
alluded
Vladivostok is the east.
to. Or the
West.
rather.
He's the west.
West.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
So
haven't
the
really
east to the
alluded
west.
to.
Yeah.
And it doesn't list any like proper identifying features as to who wrote the article or who edited it. It's basically just like by anonymous.
Sure.
And it's not like, you know, oh, this is a pro like anti-communist paper. It's not like revolutionary or anything. It's just like the name's left off, but it's the only little bit of documentation of the like butchering of my village, and I just kind of keep it there as like a reminder to how tactfully and tenderly the writer actually dealt with the subject. And I kind of
Awesome.
like pinned that up probably behind my bed somewhere.
Oh, that's super good. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. That's really good.
When is this, by the way? What time of year again?
Oh, this is spring. This is like around this time. It's like either late March or like mid-April at this point.
Okay. And how much... So correct me and help me out here. How much access do we have to, like, the news in terms of, like...
You get
going, newspapers, stuff like that.
so the war has kind of stalled in the winter. So you guys know that you were getting, to put it very bluntly, your asses kicked in 1941, all the way back to Moscow, 50 miles outside of Moscow, where basically the winter kind of halted the advance and kind of gave the Red Army some breathing room. But now that it's like turning around and getting warm again, it's been nothing but raining. And instead of being like okay and to counterattack, it's just been fucking Slushzilla. So it's been kind of this weird stalemate where no one can really mount an offensive because the weather is just literally preventing it.
Yeah, I
It's
think,
just fucking mudland. It's just imagine 500 miles of just mud. It's basically is Russia right now.
Yeah, I think...
Cold mud. It's just no tanks, no vehicles are going anywhere.
I think what you probably have maybe seen me in the last couple days. I don't know if I keep anything out, like in my bunk or in my locker or anything. I probably stow everything away. But I've been like checking on news or checking on reports. for if
sure.
we've mounted an offensive to retake my
No.
hometown.
No, you're
Because
Kharkov is
I know as a person that doesn't happen until like a couple months from now.
Yeah, exactly. No, I think it's pretty tight-lipped, especially as like someone in the Air Force about that kind of stuff. Would you know somebody in the Army? Like, would you have a connection with somebody? I would let you have that if you know somebody. Either you have someone who you know from like the media, or do you have like someone with a connection that might have their ear to the ground? You might know some guys from like another part of the the 218th, or someone in like the 4th Logistics, like someone who might have privy to be like they're shipping guns down to Ukraine or whatever, or like the fighting's all happening there, or something like that. Right?
Friendship with one person. I think that makes sense to me.
You mentioned that, didn't you? You mentioned you had someone in logistics, right?
Yeah. What did I write their name down?
Roman?
Friend of my brother's.
You said Roman, right?
Yeah, I think Roman was the...
Roman Lavrov, I think is what you said.
Yeah, Roman's a friend of my brother's. I don't know if he was... I didn't specify if he was in the Air Force or the Army, so...
He's in logistics. He could be in either, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
awesome.
he was like... When we were growing up, he was like my brother's best friend, so he's a little bit older than me.
Sure,
By
yeah.
a couple of years.
Yeah, he'll let you know. He probably would mention something like, your brother, it would be a great time. Like, your brother would be really excited right now, kind of like things,
Yeah, so I think what's happening is I'm waiting, because I don't think I've spoken to my family since like last October when the city was lost.
Do you know what happened to your family?
No, I have no idea.
Okay. Cool.
So I've been waiting for some sort of sign of anything, a letter or something, and I haven't gotten it yet. But I also understand, like I heard news when I was going into this that we lost there, and like when I was starting training months ago.
Yeah, awesome. So, yeah.
So if there's anything, there's like news reports or like things like that. That's what you see me doing in my
sure. We'll come back to that. We'll come back
stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that in a minute. So Natasha, what are you doing? So you corner them, right?
Sveta.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you corner Sveta in the barracks.
I do that thing where I put my hand beside her head so that she's trapped in a corner type thing.
Oh yeah.
Like all bullies do.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably sitting on my bed too, so I'm not in a position to really get up. Like she's standing in my way.
Yeah.
Perfect. Maybe I'm like leaning over the bed menacingly with my hair draping down.
It's like a bottom. I imagine you're on like a bottom bunk, and she's like leaning over it, right? Yeah.
And I kind of look up and I'm like, yeah.
You're weak. You're so weak. You're ideologically impure. You'll do anything to get out of work. You'll do anything to get out of discipline. I don't think you're going to survive a month here. And when you're gone, I want you to know I'm going to take care of my squadron.
I think I kind of like...
So don't have any worries.
I think in the middle of all this, I kind of like reach up and run my fingers through my hair in this very like tired, yeah, I get it, whatever the fuck kind of gesture. And I look up at her and I'm like, have you seen anyone die before, Natasha?
Yes. Have you? Are we going to compare body counts now? Are you going to prove how tough you are to me?
I think I can stop, but it's like it's not a matter of proving how tough you are. It's a matter of proving how resilient you are. Because you're on about strength, and you're on about weakness, and you're on about all this nonsense about ideology. When in the end, it just comes down to who's going to persevere the longest, who's got the strongest will to live, who's not going to let, say, their plane going down being the end of them. I don't think I'll go without any damage this entire time. I'm sure at some point I'll get shot down, and I'm sure at some point I'll suffer an injury that I'm not going to be able to walk away from. But when that happens, and if you were there to see it, or if you're there to at least know about it, maybe then you'll have an idea of my strength. Maybe then you'll have an idea of my resilience.
I have a pretty good idea of your weakness. You have a coward's heart. I believe you are a shirker, and soon enough, Comrade Stalin and his friends will rip your heart out.
I shrug, and I'm like, well, think of it this way. I volunteered, you were conscripted. I think that kind of forms the basis of what our strengths and weaknesses are in this ragtag bunch. I kind of gesture around the barracks.
Yeah, so I shrug, and I withdraw my hand and stand fully straight and say, and yet you are the weak one, and I'm the one that's going to be in charge.
I kind of laugh, and I'm just like, so you keep telling me, and so you've yet to prove. We'll see. I'm not really interested in talking about this. I'm interested in results.
That's
and
good.
when you can show me some,
I have the
maybe I'll
exact
take
same
you serious.
philosophy, and the only results I've seen from you are failure.
I think I kind of I scoff again, and I look outside, and I kind of gesture back at where the planes are lined up, and I'm like, okay, if you say so, I'll go off what you say.
You think one plane getting shot one time somehow absolves you of your failure to put discipline in its place here? To use your rank to aid the rest of your squadron. You are dangerous, but not because you're deadly or a lethal threat. You're dangerous because you're lazy. You should be here for your squadron, and you are not. You may have volunteered, but it's only because you were trying to get the best possible position. Not to help out the motherland, the Rodina.
I think I look up to you, and I'm just like,
in the cushiest seat.
I look up to you, and I'm like, you're right. I'm looking out for me, not any of the rest of you, not anyone else down the chain of command.
You're weak.
But the difference is, I can still get results, and the results I'll get are for me and for everyone else around me who chooses to give them any merit.
We'll see.
I'm not here to toe the party line. I'm not here to impress the upper brass. I'm not here to watch your ass. I don't care. You could die in tonight's mission.
That's your problem.
I wouldn't give a shit.
You're supposed to be leading us, and the only thing you care about is yourself. And you can't even do it in an ideologically pure way.
Both of you give me reach out when you
Self,
after.
You're a
Okay.
danger to this nation.
I think I cut you off, and I'm like, I am pure to my ideals, not to yours.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Yeah,
It's
this
not my ideals. It's the ideals of the state.
this constitutes a reach out by both of you
Yeah, okay.
because I feel like there could be cool ramifications of this.
Uh-oh, I think I might have bombed. Nope, I did pretty good.
I bombed. Okay.
Yeah, I absolutely understand that your efforts are your immense and completely insurmountable laziness.
Oh yeah,
Hey, if
So-
that's what you want to call it.
cool.
You're like, the only people I'm going to take care of are me and the people I care about. And I'm like,
Bad call.
American bullshit right there.
Yeah. I think what happens at that moment is I think Senior Lieutenant Alexandra, the girl from out there at the very beginning of the flight line, who couldn't I can't pronounce her last name. She comes in probably right at the worst timing of that tirade. She's like, "Can I help you, ladies?"
I think I turned back to her and I was like, no, ma'am, we were just getting out of here and heading to mess, weren't we? Which?
We were having a simple discussion on the merits of aircraft repair. Sure. Let's
Alright.
go with that.
Listen up, both of you. I don't give a flying fuck what you were talking about, but if you goddamn fuck up this mission tonight, your asses will be grass. Do not make me look bad in front of the Major.
Of course not.
And keep that shit about what you believe and that kind of shit to yourself, because no one fucking cares. Both of you.
I think I look up at Natasha after Alexandra leaves, and I just kind of shrug, like, you instigated it.
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm assuming like the result of mine is just like my efforts are ineffective.
Yeah. Well, also, yeah, they were ineffective, and well, fortunately, came across the senior lieutenant is more pragmatic about covering her own ass as well.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it could have been really bad if it was someone else.
I'm noticing an ideological lack in this squadron. Seems like it might be time to harvest a couple articles.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw another one on the mission pool to put it up to 3 because, unlike certain squad leaders, I'm all about making it easier for the whole squad.
Cool. So you guys have 3 mission pool, which is good because what else did we want to do before we cut to the mission? You know, you guys, dinner time. It's chow, and then this is the night mission. This is your guys' first night mission out. You've flown at night. You guys lit. Like you guys have like lighted a runway here. You guys have taken off and landed easily during these conditions, but you have not actually like gone out and came back in a significant way. So this is the first real night mission that you guys have to do.
I think I invite, like, for chow, I sit down, like, I try to like get Vera to come over and sit with me. And I also make a point to like if I see Paulina in the mess during the same time, like,
you do
make a point to like offer her a seat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Sure. Me and Vera, if Vera wants to sit with me.
She sits down and she's just like, "Fuck Natasha." Am I right? Fuck her. Fuck her. Fucking. She has no business being here.
Well,
she thinks she's so goddamn better than all of us.
I agree. She does think she's better than us. She also did break her plane, so.
Yeah, and we all had to pay the price. And she didn't reach out to help any of us. Instead, all she did was bitch at us.
Yeah. We'll see.
She gets us all in trouble and then looks down at us. What a bitch.
Well, I mean, we know, because everybody knows where they're from. Where were you from, Natasha?
Oh man, that's a good question.
What was your hometown again?
I actually don't recall offhand. What interests me about this situation is that it could literally have happened to anyone, and they're just focusing it on me because I was the first person to break the plane.
Yeah, totally. Well, that and it also is really appropriate because you're a bitch.
You're a bitch.
I am from Moscow.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So she's like that snooty fucking Moscow who's never had to work a day in her life. Fucking cushy. She just like starts describing herself like you as like you're a former aristocrat. Like, she doesn't know anything about you, but she's just calling it out, right? Just shit talking you, being like, you never had to work before. You're born with a silver spoon. Like bullshit. Thinks she's better than all of us because she's fucking Red Lenin. You know
I
what I mean?
I don't make any.
Because her mommy and her mommy and daddy wiped her ass with pages of the Communist Manifesto or whatever.
I think I don't make any attempt to like myself badmouth Natasha, but I let her vent.
Yeah.
I allow her to be the sounding board, and I agree with her on like everything.
She's yeah, and she she finally was like gets it off her chest and she's like breathing or whatever, and she starts eating whatever kind of gruel it is today, some kind of like borscht or something.
Mm-hmm.
Cabbage, ground beef combination. Yeah,
I think we just continue our meal.
Yeah. Okay.
And,
is there anything you want to say to
mission.
her? For instance, like this, if you reveal a significant truth or something like that, you could do reach out. If you want her to help you do anything or something, you could do like an act up kind of. You know what I mean? Like if there's anything you wanted to do mechanically, you could, as long as you. Otherwise, if you're fine with the
I
scene
think I
being
make
that,
a
it's
point to
a
like
good
kind
scene.
of talk to her a little bit, and I want to. I just kind of, since now that I've gotten her here sitting down with me and she's been allowed to vent, I start up like polite conversation and like asking her, like, so I hear, I hear you're from wherever. I don't know where she is, but
She said, "Oh, she fills it in." She says, "Sevastopol."
oh, okay. And I'm very polite and like courteous. I just want to like make pleasant conversation with her, and I like tell her like that I'm from Kharkov and like things like that, and I just kind of
like,
mention to it and stuff like that.
It's like I could figure by your accent you're Ukrainian.
Yes.
What's it
kinda
like?
stands out.
What's it like with your home being past the front, the Hitlerite bandits?
Don't know. I mean, it's not fun, but I don't know. You do what you can.
She probably levels with it. It's like, how is? I don't know how to ask you this. How is your family?
I have no idea. I haven't heard from them since.
She puts a hand. Vera and Polina put a hand on your shoulder. Like, that's got to be hard. You know,
it's not easy, but
that sucks.
Do what you can.
It sucks not knowing.
Yeah,
but we will persevere.
I'm sure I'll hear something
you're
soon.
Strong. They're like, you're strong. Like you're a strong person.
I think I politely like take their compliments, but I'm very like, you can also if they're paying attention, I'm very like kind of just like denial hopeful.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They're
being completely genuine as far as you can tell.
Yeah, and that's great. I'm just being like, it'll be fine. I'm sure I'll hear something from them soon.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're fine. Well, I mean, from what I hear, and I like make a mention to them. I'm like, from what I hear, it seems that we may be pushing that way soon.
Okay.
So.
Cool. Did we want to do anything before we cut to the night mission? Anything else?
No, I think I am good.
I'm ready to crash my plane.
Yeah. Are we good?
I believe so.
Cool. Then we're going to take our first break, and we're going to come back starting with the night mission.
Hey.
AP, are you talking? Hello?
Yeah. I wanted to fist bump with Maria as we were getting into our planes, but that's it.
Okay. Well, we'll save that for after the break. So thank you guys so much. This was the first hour and some change of our episode of Night Witches tonight. And we'll come back with our first night mission tonight.
I feel like the fist bump is a very capitalist hand gesture. I don't know if Soviet Russia would agree.
That's so nationalist.